Hello, and welcome to Reimagining the Arts in Long Beach. This is our first televised community town hall meeting on the future of the arts in Long Beach. And a special thanks to our very own Renaissance High School for the Arts music group. Give a round of applause. My name is Alex Lato, and I'm the Vice President for Exhibitions and Special Projects here at the Museum of Latin American Art. And we welcome you and are very happy to host this important event today. For the next several hours, we will explore 4 major topics around arts and culture in Long Beach with different panels. We're going to talk about where we are and, more importantly, where we want to be, how we're going to get there, and we are going to be exploring all the different subjects that the different panels will have for you. We want a special thanks to Charter Communications and Local Origination, Channel 3, for providing the staff, the resources, and the airtime for this important discussion. The audience here has been given some 3 to 5 by cards where they will be writing questions for our panelists. Just pass them down to our production assistants. They'll be taking care of them. In addition to the Renaissance Band, I want to recognize the Fallopian Artopians behind me. Margie Darrow will introduce her group and briefly explain what they're going to be doing during the next 2 hours. Margie?
The 3 of us are a live, collaborative painting troupe, and what we do is basically a public art performance. We set up the 3 blank panels, and then we start painting, and then we rotate every 20 to 30 minutes during normally a 3-hour session. And by the end, we have 3 completed paintings, which are a merger of all of our art together. So that's basically what we do.
Wonderful project. Thank you. Also here are the members of the National Foundation of Independent Artists with examples of their works in the back, and I'd like to welcome the public to take a look at their pieces when we have breaks. Also, I'd like to recognize and thank Robert Garcia, co-publisher of lbpost.com, for promoting and being part of this event. I'd like to introduce now our council member who represents the 2nd District, this is our district, and a good friend of the museum, Susha Lowenthal. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Susha Lowenthal, as you know, and council member here in the 2nd District. I have the distinct honor today to welcome those of you in attendance, the panelists, and those of you watching from home, to this extraordinary discussion on the role of the arts in our culture, our architecture, our education, and local economy. I'd like to welcome and acknowledge Vice Mayor Bonnie Lowenthal, Council Member Patrick O'Donnell, and I'd like to thank you for supporting the arts by attending and participating in this discussion today. I'd especially like to thank our lovely museum, the Museum of Latin American Art, and Antonio Ruiz, for being a part of this, for sponsoring this, for doing all of the heavy lifting, really, that brought this together. There's a very special place for the arts in our community. I think that's why all of you are here. The arts have the ability to transcend the many segments of our society, changing our perception of ourselves, of those around us, and the world in which we live. The arts can be a vehicle for change and transformation. You've seen this already in our community. Whether it's a mural where once there would be graffiti, a beautifully designed building, a new company logo, or a simple jingle, and most especially a classroom filled with students learning about Van Gogh. Long Beach is home to many supporters of the arts, each making a very valuable contribution to the fabric of our city culture. But we lack a cohesive vision developed through collaboration from each of these art supporters, a vision that weaves through our public and private sectors, connecting ideas with action. I'm hopeful today that this discussion will result in a renewed effort to update and build upon Long Beach's cultural master plan. I think a lot of you were a part of that. This is 10 years old and in dire need of revision. That we begin to see just about every decision, how every decision we make can be filtered through the lens of arts and culture, bringing a unique Long Beach quality to our decisions and actions, strengthening our own identity and attracting a creative class of individuals, organizations, and companies to our town because they want to be a part of something meaningful, something inspired, and something truly original. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce a very original personality, a man with culture and inspiration, a man with great appreciation for this city's arts culture. You know him well. He is my mayor, he's your mayor, and he's our mayor, Bob Foster.
Well, good afternoon. Wasn't sure who she was introducing there for a moment. This is a very special meeting because, as Suja described and as Alex described, this is important that we discuss the future of the arts and the contribution of the arts. And you're going to hear many things today. You're going to hear about the contribution to our economy, to our education system. You're going to hear about the contribution to culture and the contribution to a livable community in the discussions today. And I think it will be meaningful in many ways. And I think having a town hall, particularly one that's televised, is very important to bring this issue to the fore. I want to thank all of those who were involved in putting this forum together. First of all, the Creative Network and the Museum of Latin American Art, thank you for hosting this event. This is a fabulous venue and I think on a very important topic. To all the members of the community who are participating in these panels, I want to thank you for your participation. For Charter, for televising this, and to all of you who are viewing this town forum, I want to thank you for your civic engagement and your interest in this topic. We all know of the many contributions that art makes to our community. We can talk about all the things that you're going to hear today. I won't do that. You're going to hear them yourself. But I just want to tell you why I think art is important very briefly. I speak many times about we are often involved in an endeavor that's larger than ourselves. That the sum of the parts of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, and I believe in that. The part of the glue that makes us larger than individual effort, that makes us more than what we can do individually, that makes even group efforts much more than their goal, are things like art. It really does inspire us. It urges us to do more than we can do individually, and it makes us more human and better individuals, and I believe a better society. So I think it's why we need to explore permanent funding sources and why we need to always work on being able to make sure that the arts can contribute to our city and our society. So I think this is a terrific forum. I think we'll have a great discussion today. I want to welcome you all here. I want to thank you for being here and for your interest and your engagement. And I'll now turn it over to Alex. Thank you again.